if we do get poisoned, because Kirinax will charge people when he or she charges, it's a threat drop. So that means you stop DPS ideally, and let the tanks pick it back up. When that happens, the raid might get poison volleyed. If that happens, shamans, just drop your poison cleanse totems.
Incoming.
Okay, we need Mark. We might have to just begin without full Mark. Druids, please buff Mark, and then... Oh, we pulled. Okay. Remember? Yeah, save CDs for 30%. Heal Ashtina. Tanks, remember you have to communicate to each other about stacks. I will take a look as well. Oh, that's lovely. I just got charged and died. Can I have a P-Res, Peach?
Yeah, that'd be good. Fine, let's do stacks already.
Thank you. Sand trap and melee. If there's an innervate, please, I'll take it as well on Peach.
Yeah.
Okay, B-Res on Saglo.
I'd like 3 stacks of poison.
Okay, Shamans and Niebla, please help with depoisoning. And Paladins, I forgot we have Paladins too. Okay, Sand Trap and melee. No, you can't get res then.
I'll wait like 20 seconds, that's like my mark.
Okay.
The graveyard is closed on my night out, so...
There are cursed assignments. Cursed assignments, please look at them, Warlocks. All Warlocks, please take a look in the chat. And put it on Kirinax now.
Inner to Zest, please.
Zest is in group 8. Prayer beads could use an innervate as well. Okay, Haver's at 3 stacks. Okay, he's on Villam, or she.
Can a paladin judge wisdom on boss?
Oh gosh.
Melee,
He's melee, or she. No.
I'm a bit around. Red shield, don't take it out. Shield wall.
Keep using disarms, please. Haver's at 3, 4 stacks. Any tank taunt, please. Thank you. Nice, good job. Alright, if you do not need loot, if you do not need any of the bind on pickup loot, you can start moving to Ashara. Someone please res Villam, I'm going to do loot now. Oh wait, no, it's DKP, right, Carl's doing loot. Okay, nice. I'll master loot you. If you have any questions about bidding, now is the time to ask, because you don't want to ask when you're frantically trying to figure that out. If you need a second, let us know. Okay, let's see. Do we not have a horde? No horde mage. Rip. Okay, horde. Start flying to Ashara.
This is our gnomes. That explains what gnomes are the worst thing to ever happen in this game.
We have one human mage. Yeah. Maybe one mage, please stay with Carl if there's still one left. Okay, so if you are trying to bid for something, you need to whisper Carl. It will look like this. Let me... That's how your whisper will look. So you're whispering Carl, then equal sign immediately when you're whispering Carl, just put an equal sign space and then your amount, and that's basically it. You can see how much DKP you have by just whispering Carl DKP, just that. Yeah, and you can just read it too, but for the first bid, if this is like literally your first time and the first time seeing that message, it's probably a lot to understand in 10 seconds.
Yeah, if you want to flex, you can do it in raid chat.
It looks like, Carl, are you rebidding it? Is that what that is? Oh, it's a different item. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I
sorry.
see.
Let's search Dina's trinket. I don't know who needed it though, if it was 16 or not.
Okay, Tegrity. That's fine.
Yeah, you get time.
Oh.
Yes, books are DKP.
Yes,
Class
books are
Cryo,
DKP.
so
Yeah.
Not the legs. Ooh.
pass him did it. Literally for like a quarter of what he bid last time.
Oh, this is super bad.
Yeah, you
Just
only
take the
have
books, that is correct.
Yeah, you only have to stay for bop stuff. The books can be traded.
So,
So
if
please
you
start
wanna
moving.
keep move, you can move.
Oh,
We go to Ashara. Asura goes, the blue dragon with a crystal beard.
Okay, as we're moving to Ashara, so let's have for dispelling today. Let me see. For dispelling,
Hi.
hey. Okay, I see your message, Wrist. Okay. For dispelling, Frisk, can you dispel today? And Venus, do you have decursive?
Sorry.
Do you have the add-on decursive? Thank you, Frisk. Life of a DPS priest will often be dispelling for some fights. Okay, well, that's not the worst name I've had to say yet.
Yeah, we had some choice names.
Yeah, BCG was. I think
BCG
BCG
was
was the
bad.
worst. Yeah.
I don't know. Foreskin like takes the cake for me, but that's a pet, I guess. And a guy called Breedable, yeah. Isn't that?
Oh, is there anyone near you? I have plenty of inventory space, for once. Okay, so
Got space if you need to.
I'm confirming with Venus. He's probably just AFK, but Frisk, go ahead and start setting up your decursive priority list. Go ahead and skip all priests, mages, warlocks.
If he doesn't
Yeah.
have it, you can put my hero prayer beats in the cursive. I'm sure he'd be glad to obey.
Okay, prayer beads, would you like to decurse? Dispel with decursive?
I don't know if he's around or not.
Okay, that's fine.
He's flying.
While you're making your list, remember you want to prioritize, and all paladins and priests that are healing, please help with dispelling as well. But I will have 2 assigned people to prioritize dispelling. Everyone else just chip in when you can. So you're prioritizing the tanks. All the tanks at the moment are in group 1. There's 4 tanks, so everyone except Wrist, because he's a warlock, in group 1 are tanks. Make sure they're at the top of your priority list. After that, you can put your friends next. You just have to prioritize melee after tanks. So that includes enhanced shamans and ret paladins. Although ret paladins pass them, you should be dispelling yourself. So, and feral druids. So if you're confused, Lutheraning, Flamey, and Nasa, those are like the 3 hybrid classes that still must be dispelled. Teddy also is a melee hunter, but Draconis and Zloon are marksmen, so you do not have to dispel them. Okay, Venus, can you enable your decursive? Just let me know. When you have it working, make sure you prioritize the tanks in group 1, and then melee after that, all melee. It's easier for me to just make a skip list in my opinion, but if you guys need guidance on how to quickly populate the decursive list, you can let me know. Okay, sorry, I'm just building my decursive list. Alright, so now that we're moving to Zergos, I hope most of us are here, but I'm just going to go quickly over tactics since it's not too difficult. I see your message, Astina. I'll respond in a moment. Okay, so Zergos, he's a dragon, but he's not like most dragons because tail swipe doesn't actually, he doesn't tail swipe. So ideally, please stand behind him. If you're melee, stand behind him. So most important tactics: never stand in front, of course, because he cleaves, and he puts Mana Storm down in random places. Mana Storm is Blizzard, except it also drains your mana at the same time. So if you have mana, you need to get out. He also has, for casters only, DPS casters, he has Spell Reflection. It lasts about 10 seconds. It's a buff that he gives himself. And if you have bigwigs, you can see it on your screen. Otherwise, listen and voice for it. I won't be able to call every single one, but I'll try my best to call most of them. Next thing is Dispellers. Obviously, you're dispelling a debuff called Chill. It makes you move and attack slower. That's why you're dispelling melee, because most of the DPS for this fight is going to be melee because of Spell Reflection. Alright, next thing, randomly he will put Deep Freeze on targets. He will put it on like 2 targets at most. We do not have a Resto Druid today, so priests, paladins even, please work together to put a renew on any frozen target and heal them through it. Just stay behind them, and it's up to you, Sin. I think it will be doable without, but it will largely help if you do swap. Okay.
You said you were on Zergos. There's no spots, right? Because
There is a spot now.
oh,
You wanna
I
come?
want it. Yes.
Okay.
I want the cloak.
Maybe you shouldn't tell everyone. Okay. Once you log in, I'll invite you. Okay, so
Everybody bid big.
next thing, I think that's it. Yeah, put on your Vial of Illumin's Light if you have it. This is really good if you get stuck in Deep Freeze. You know when you have the debuff if it lasts like 30 seconds. There's another Deep Freeze, same debuff name, but it only lasts 5 seconds. That one's fine, you can just sit through it. But the 30-second one is a big damage over time. It will just drain your health. You can't move, you can't take actions. You're at the mercy of healers. So I would recommend is just start yelling, you know, just start yelling in raid chat, like, not in raid chat, yelling in yelling chat, I need heals. No, the big wigs should look, the folder should just be big wigs, Larisa. It should just look like that. Yeah, look for the TOs, that's a tip, yeah, for all add-ons. Perseverance does not clear the bad one. As far as I know, I think only a vial removes it. I don't actually know if like Ice Block would remove it. Like, would an Ice Block remove an Ice Block? I don't know. Okay, I'm removing Yusin and I'm going to add Hobie. Thank you. Okay, so Hobie, you are obviously assigned to healing the deep froze targets. If Hobie gets frozen, healers, please keep Hobie alive. Okay, again, as a reminder, mages, Azuragos is immune to arcane, and high frost resistance, very high frost resistance. It may be best for you to use fire spells if you do not have any like frost penetration, if that makes sense. All right, need to adjust the groups a bit. Oh, one last mechanic I forgot about. He will teleport people to him. I think he chooses like maybe 10 random people and he teleports them to him. And when this happens, it's a threat reset. When this happens, you need to stop DPS for just like 2 seconds, not long, and the tanks will pick him back up, and then we can proceed. I had to look it up, but Azuragos is a he.
You looked that up.
Yeah, like a long time ago. We're pretty sure that Kiranax is a girl. Like, have you seen her?
Well, I'd be watching her from behind.
Okay. But you shouldn't.
How I'm gonna do that fisting action?
What action?
Fisting action.
Um. What are these Warsong Gulch cues?
It looks like Tyrion finally got it working.
Got what working?
The 30 to 39 bracket. you used.
Oh! Too bad he's not online.
Well, it means that the server's live, isn't it?
Yeah? Yeah, it's good to see that. Hopefully a bunch of friends leveling together. Okay, I see at least Tegrity is there, so if you are far, please 1, 2, 3 for some. 1, 2, 3 for some. I think the general consensus is that Curie is a female, a woman.
Good to know.
Until the devs release some kind of lore for Kiranax. Alright, I hear you pass him. Okay. Let's see. Who are we still waiting on? Teddy, Hobie are the furthest, so we'll get them summoned first once they're ready. Okay. Again, Dispellers, please make your dispelling lists. So that is Friss and Venus that are going to be assigned to dispel tanks, then melee, skip everybody else. And other paladins and priests that are healing, please chip in when possible.
Try and call out Magic Reflection if you want. You also got Lufer for it, you can probably do it.
Okay. I never dictate where the tanks should go because I've never played a tank myself. So you tanks do whatever's most comfortable for you.
Bit of a messy fight given the teleportation. Otherwise, it'd probably be a simple circle, but
Yeah, that's true. The
sometimes it's just
teleportation
the
messes
most
me up.
convenient place to not like deep freeze people. The only problem with a straight line on stub would be that if people die too far away, they might not be able to go for loot. I'm gonna make a ticket.
Okay, start buffing those that are missing buffs. We need kings on Teddy and warriors. Bow on everyone. Blessing of wisdom on everyone. Zest, log in. We're waiting on Zest to log in, Terminator to relog, and Bow. Whoever's buffing Bow needs to put that on every mana user. Who's buffing Bow? Venus, please buff Bow.
The thing, Venus.
He must be okay. I'm going to do a ready check while we're waiting.
He's actually not even the voice yet of the book.
Oh, Venus?
It's who cares, bro, and he's not in here.
Venus.
That'll definitely summon him. I think he was trying to join the Discord when I first tried to get him to sign up, but he couldn't figure out how to do it. He said it was unrestricted. Okay.
I mean, just give him permissions.
Ashtina and Terminator. Terminator, have you finished relogging? And Ashtina, are you here? Yes, okay. So we're waiting on Terminator. And Venus is almost done buffing Bow. So guys, spread out. Go ahead and spread out. Spread out around Azuragos if you are ranged. Use the whole area around him, please. All right, don't engage yet. I'm still, well, Terminator, are you here? Please bow shamans, by the way. Bow on shamans. Oh, he's... Bow on chamois. And Terminator, are you here yet? He's moving. Okay. All right, we're fully bowed. Spread out more. More. Spread out, please.
We can
Okay.
stand behind him. We can
Yes,
stand
please
behind
stand behind.
Azula.
Melee, go ahead and start moving behind him. Okay, we're ready. Can pull when ready. Only if you're the tank. Okay, start dispelling. Stop DPS. You can DPS now. Magic shield up, caster stop. Casters can go now.
He's going down fast.
That's good. Last week it was like an 8-minute Azuragos. Teleport in 3 seconds. Get ready to stop DPS in 1 second. Start dispelling. Okay, you can DPS now.
Magic shield.
Magic reflect up.
Okay. Thank you. Casters can go.
Shield down.
Wow, the Blizzard Prayer, man, is taking up your mana. It's you.
Teleport in 1 second. Get ready to stop DPS. Okay, you can DPS. Magic shield up, caster's care.
Inner to zest, please.
Y'all are deep frozen, by the way.
Teleport in 3 seconds. Keep dispelling, by the way.
Magic shield up.
Magic shield up. Stop DPS. Okay, you can go. Casters still wait. Casters can go.
Shield up.
Magic shield up. Teleport in 2 seconds. Get ready to stop DPS. Okay, you can continue. Casters can go. Magic shield up.
Casters can go.
Teleport, stop DPS. Okay, you can go.
Going up.
Magic shield up.
Hero TXP.
Teleport. Okay, you can go.
Fell out, that was weird. He's an Hobie.
Magic shield up. Magic shield down. Kill the giant, please. And the courser. Teleport. Stop DPS. Okay, we're good.
People.
Okay.
Reads, if you don't want any of that on the boss, leave the group. And let's get some people.
Yes. Move to Blasted Lands. if you do not need any bind on pickup loot.
We will summon, but if you live nearby, just go ahead and do it.
Oh, we have a horde mage now. You'll summon? Thank you.
So, like I told you, I guess you didn't read me. While we were farming Silphus, I just told him to move together to Blasted Lands.
I thought that was boy love.
It's the same thing. I'll have assistant for Carl.
Oh, nice.
Sartharian?
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Wrist.
Yes, good.
You have to go now, Tay, or need help with summons before you leave?
Yeah, I can probably help. If we hurry up, I might be
I'll
able
summon
to.
you next then.
Thank you. Okay, do we have anybody on the bench?
What portal? Inner city?
You can do portal to, yeah, but there will be summons soon. But yes, go ahead and move. Anyways.
If you can, start summoning from group 8, and ignore Carl for now since he's doing DJP.
I forget, but I think if you want any of the bow blues, you can ask. I forget what we do with that. Okay. Okay, so as we are moving to Blasted Lands, I'm going to go over the tactics quickly for Kazakh. The most important thing, probably in regards to melee, is that you stand max melee range. That means that, like, you stand as far as you can from his model, while still being able to auto attack and use your abilities as needed. You might have to move a little bit closer to use your abilities, but always maintain maximum melee range as melee. Okay, Hobie. So why do you want to do this? Because in Vanilla Plus, they added a random mechanic where he tosses out a meteor at a random target, and the meteor pushes back everybody around that target, including the target itself. So if you're in melee and he throws the meteor at you and you're too close to him, you will actually knock back the tank. When you knock back the tank, everybody has to run to catch up because, you know, we all have to catch up to Kazakh. The mages have to move, the healers have to move, and as we're all moving closer, we repeatedly get knocked back to the point where we can't catch up sometimes. So please, max melee range. That is so important. Probably the most important thing about this fight. Second most important thing is decursing. So he doesn't decurse often, probably once every 7 seconds or so, but it's very important that we remove the curse immediately. Remove the curse immediately. The curse drains your mana 200 per tick, and it'll drain like up to 2,000 in 10 seconds, or maybe even faster than that. It drains your mana very, very quickly. If you go when you have this curse on you, you will explode and you will wipe the raid. So please decurse. I will have a designated decurser in a moment. And besides that, don't go Okay, I am master looting Maijin. Don't go right? Maintain 2,000 mana. Maintain 2,000 mana as a safety net. So even if you have a 3,000 mana pull, you want to maintain 2,000 mana. If I see you go below 2,000, I will yell at you to just stop. Just stop doing whatever you're doing that's costing mana. All right. Next things, don't die. Don't die, because when you die, he heals himself for like 100,000 health or something like that. Okay. There is also a dispelling to this fight. There's two things you have to dispel. One thing is Thunderclap. That only has to dispel from the main tank. Only Ashtina has to be cleansed of Thunderclap. The other debuff, magic debuff, is called Twisted Reflections. When somebody gets this debuff, any damage that he does to that person, and he will damage them because he's constantly AoE shadow boating, you want to, it will heal him. The person with the debuff, as he's hurting them, it will heal him. So that's why we also want to dispel this. He only puts it on somebody like once, again, every 5 seconds, so it's not very dispel heavy. Not like a Zeragos. Okay. I will do one decursor or two decursors spread out, and I will probably also do two dispellers kind of spread out. But like I said, your priority for dispelling is not as important, just make sure you get to it. For decursing, remove it immediately. Okay, that's all the tactics, I believe. I will mark Terminator today to be the melee guide, so if you are confused, just don't pass Terminator. And Terminator is dual wielding, so even if you're two-handed, you should be able to stand even further away than Terminator. I marked him with triangle, he's not here yet, but when he is, you'll see him. Got 4 shards left? Okay. Let me see. How many more people? We definitely have to summon Egg, Party, and Fast Food.
You could kill some of the demons over here in the back.
Okay. Tegrity, you're probably free to go whenever. Thanks for coming. And Risto, were you able to grab more shards? If not, it's okay. I'm just asking. And Skur, do you have shards? Okay, Sin. So I'm removing Hobie Sin, so as to not confuse me. Alright. Let me see who I want on decursing today. It will probably be Niebla. For one decursor, and then I'm gonna assign a second decursor, and all you guys have to do is stand apart from each other, so that you have all range. Does Tillyfish have the decursive add-on? If not, it's okay. I'm just as much range as you can amongst the raid. For Dispellers, well, we'll just have all priests and paladins kind of spread out. We'll mark some of us. Oh, sorry. And we'll just work together to dispel. There won't be a designated dispeller. Decursing's more important. Oh, Hobie, you're coming back on Hobie? Okay, so nobody's on bench. I can look for one more. Integrity. Oh. Oh, well, he will leave, but one spot is for Sagalo. But Tegrity will leave, and then there will be a spot at that point. Okay, I have a person, so no one else take any more invites. Okay, Venus is running. Venus might need a summon when Venus res is up. Somebody has to go make that video for how to get here. Okay, so we're almost all present. We just have to summon Sagalo, and we're waiting on Venus. Don't start clearing the hounds yet. Wait like 30 seconds and then we can start. Let's get buffed though. Let me see. Oh, we don't have a Shadow Priest. Okay, priests, remember your fort assignments in the beginning. Now use that for your shadow protection as well. So we're going to buff shadow protection on the whole raid. If you need a reminder of your group, then let me know. Oh, okay, Tegrity. So Zest, let me see how close. Sagalo is here. Okay, great. We'll just summon Venus. So Zest and Ashina, please log in. And that way we can start buffing shadow protection. Please, kings. On most of the raid, half the raid needs kings. Candle and Gribbojor need salve. Candle and Gribbojor also need wisdom. We need salve on Gribbojor and mages, basically. And someone wanted a refresh. Shamans. Okay, maybe we needed just full rebuffs on blessings only. Except for kings. Alright, oh wait. Okay, thank you, Wrist. Alright, so we're waiting on Venus to walk here. Alright, great. Zest, you've logged in. So Zest, you're buffing groups 5 and 6, I believe. I forgot if I was 1 and 2 or 7 and 8. I think I was 1 and 2. Oh no, Wrist.
It's something else. A raid like this than Blackwing Lair.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Alright.
We're actually making progress.
Okay, looks like we're going to summon Wrist, or he's almost here. But we maybe Vilam, do you need a summon or are you coming? Okay, I see. Thank you. Alright, put solo buffs on Wrist, please. Everyone, please buff Wrist. Also buff Venus if you haven't already. And let me we can start clearing the trash as we're going to continue buffing. Please put kings on Venus, Wrist, and Ashtina. Wrist needs Arcane Int. Wrist needs Blessing of Wisdom.
Stay back.
Yeah, stay back unless you're a tank and you know what you're doing. Or you know what you're doing. Okay. We're just gonna clear some of the trash. And then we will go. Remember melee when you're fighting Kazakh to stay on max melee range. And if you're a mana user, do not fall below 2k mana. Come back some more, please. If you are the target of the mob, please come back. Alright, back up. He's gonna pat back this way. When he does, Ashina, if you're ready, you can pull. So Niebla and Lariza, just please make sure you guys are apart from each other, maybe at least 20 yards apart. Lariza, he only puts the curse on like once every 5 to 7 seconds, so you can DPS while there's nobody to decurse.
By the way.
Good meteor. Nice. By the way, make sure you cleared your decursor skip list and your dispelling skip list. Good decurses. Melee max range, please. Do not push the tank back.
Back up. Too many are getting too close. Cyber, move back. Back. Cyber.
Nice. Good decursing. Very nice.
Oh, that was fast.
All right. So we can do headering if we want. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shamans. That's pretty good. No, I mean, we did it well last week. 1 shot.
I
Okay.
think you wanted the trinket, that's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Maijin, can you go respec tank now?
On my way.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 5. I need 5 is the minimum, but ideally I would prefer 7. 6 is okay. 7 is perfect. So would any
Always nice to have some backup tanks, right?
Yeah. Would anybody like to volunteer to respec tank? You get a little extra DKP when you do that. Like, yeah.
I can give it a try.
Okay. All right. So Luther, you'll respec. That'll be our 6th tank. And then ideally we get 1 more, but 6 is definitely fine. Oh, fast food. Are you still here? Can we have a portal to
Yes.
Orgrimmar? Orgrimmar.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Okay, report Iskandar pieces. So if you're interested in Iskandar pieces, if you're interested in completing the set, people who have the highest amount of the pieces have priority, and I believe it's a designated amount of DKP. If you do not have enough DKP, you just go into the negative DKP. Well, I did actually ask Luther to respec for Razorgore. He went healer for us, so Luther is a team player. Alright, so I have to fix groups a bit. Gribojor, I'm moving you into a melee group now, so make sure you use, if you can, Totem Twist, but if you do not want to, or if you can't, make sure you use Wind Fury or Agi Totem, depending on what your group wants. Okay, so move to Winter Spring. Alright, everybody has to be in Discord for this fight, so if you see someone that's not in Discord, please report to me. It is mandatory. Okay, who just left? Red Taylor. Oh, okay, he's probably coming back on someone else. Okay. So fixed groups. Okay, that's fine. Draconis.
I'm
So
arcane again, Peach.
okay, wonderful. Okay, so I know Venus isn't in Discord. Let me ask him if he can get in here. Alright, so we have 34 people in Discord, but we're 39 people in Raid, and one person is sharing Discord, so that means that there should be 38 people in Discord. So we're missing 4 people. I'm going to just confirm with the newer people that I do not see, probably. Gribbojor? Is Gribbojor in here? Gribbojor and Margraverk? Oh no, Margraverk is here. Margraviark. Margraviark. Let me go look. Oh no, he's not sparkly. Okay, Zoltan, is he here? Yep, he's here, okay. Having a hard time figuring out who is not in here. There's rooms on that. Oh, Wake Up Mukuro, maybe? Okay, yes. I don't think he's in here. So Gribbojor, Wake Up Mukuro.
Yes.
Oh, you're in Discord? Okay.
It's Mikuro-chan.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Well, I don't know who we're missing, but I think I would.
Who cares, bro? If he's still like in the ring.
Yeah, I whispered him. He didn't say anything. So I'm waiting on his response. Looks like okay. Okay, he's able to come. I think either Gribbojor is AFK or trying to figure out Discord. Carl, the ads are gonna spawn soon. There's already one here, so I don't know if you can run back up. Okay, Venus, you can hear me?
Hello?
Was that Venus?
Yep.
Okay, alright. Okay. I don't know who we're missing. 36 people. So we're still, and we're 40 raid, and 1 sharing, so we should have 39 people in here, but I don't know. And I double checked that all the new people are in here, so that's what really matters. Okay. Let me fix groups up a little more. Alright, so there will be, Wrist is going to come on St. Moon, so there will be 2 groups without Poison Cleanse Totem, but still that's pretty good. Okay, waiting on everyone to move to Southern Winter Spring, and then I will start explaining tactics, but if you're here in voice now and you've never done headering before, or you need a refresher on mechanics, you can go to the guides channel in Valhalla Cope, or I'll just repost it for you guys. It's a sticky in there though. It's stickied in the guides channel. It's Ismagora's post. You can read all the mechanics there. I will also be posting it in Zugger chat in a moment, as soon as my Discord stops lagging.
Zug.
Yes, so if you've never done headering before, or you're still confused about the tactics, I will go over them again, but please review them in Zugger chat in the Cope Discord. Alright, let's see. No warlocks there yet, but Wrist is almost there. Okay. I guess I'll just hearth them. Maybe. Yes, Luther, the bodyguard's Sunder. There will be 3 tanks on each bodyguard, and then Ashtina will main tank. I will do tank assignments in a moment. Decursors and Dispellers. I guess I'll talk about Dispellers first. If you can dispel magic and you're a healer, or a DPS priest, sorry Friss, please help with dispelling, okay? So she puts a curse and a magic debuff on everyone, and it basically reduces the damage that you do to her. The magic debuff reduces like spell damage that you apply to her by like something crazy, 90%, 70 to 90%, something like that. So with that being said, you need dispellers. You need to dispel all caster DPSs, but you prioritize paladin tanks and shaman tanks. Ideally shaman tanks first, and ideally Villam is dispelling himself, but if not, we will get to him as well. So the shaman tanks will be St. Moon once he's in here. He's not in the raid yet. Lutheraning, and then your 3rd priority should be Villam, dispellers. After that, you dispel all the casters. As long as they do any kind of magical damage, dispel them. So, mages, warlocks, then prioritize enhanced shamans and ret paladins. So that's Gribbojor, Passum, and Flamey. That's who you want to dispel. Mages, warlocks, sorry, Boomkin as well. So Niebla is our only Boomkin, and then Gribbojor and Flamey. Also, dispel yourself, Friss, before you start DPSing. Okay, next thing is decursing. Last week, we were really bad at decursing, so we need to step up the decursing game this week. The curse needs to be decursed from all tanks, and then all melee after that. The curse makes you do like 90% less physical damage, something like that. Physical melee damage. So you don't need to decurse ranged hunters. So that means all the tanks in Group 1 and Wrist will be replaced with Saint Moon. So everybody in Group 1 eventually will need to be decursed. On top of that, Lutheraning and Maijin. So those are our 7 tanks. Wrist, again, will be replaced with Saint Moon. So don't add Wrist to your list. Just put Saint Moon on there when you get a moment. So all of Group 1, Lutheraning and Maijin, and then all of the melee after that. If you have a question about who's melee, you can ask. Oh wait, Gribbojor is a healer. So Gribbojor does not need to be dispelled, guys. Sorry. Just Flamey. And Luther, obviously. Okay, I will write this down because I think that kind of was too long of a train of thought. I'll write that down in a moment. Who to dispel and decurse. Okay, so that's the basics of the very basics that we should have down. The most important mechanic is bloating toxins, and I will talk about this when we're all about there. Okay, so Saint Moon will be in the same group as Ashtina. Saint Moon, you will have to use fire resistance and nature resistance totem, if possible. The tanks are everyone in Group 1 Candle, and Wrist is in Group 1, but he will be Saint Moon later. So just put everyone except Wrist in Group 1, and Lutheraning and Maijin Candle.
That's a nice college with all the information.
Yeah, Ismagora made it. I thought it was nice. Okay, so Niebla, you will have to decurse. So Niebla and Friss. Well, all mages and boomkins should be decursing. If there's no one to decurse, then of course you're free to DPS. All right. So let me see. 1, 2, 3 for summons. 1, 2, 3 for summons. We're almost ready. We're almost all here. I need to confirm if Gribbojor is in voice and if he's coming, because it says he's in Ashara. I guess he's fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, Friss? Uh-oh. Okay, you're walking. You're almost here. Well, I whispered Gribbojor and he still hasn't responded yet. He must be AFK. Oh, okay. He said yes, he can get in voice. Okay, great. I think Gribbojor was here last week, though, so he should probably be understanding of most mechanics. Yes, Lariza, only melee. So, Bangi, Draconis, and Marks, they're all ranged hunters. The only hunter you want to decurse is Teddy. Teddy's the only hunter you want to decurse. Anasa is a feral druid, so he also needs to get decursed. I believe that's probably the only questionable people. Alright, and I will build my list as well. Make sure, Dispellers, that you skip healers as well. Skip healers. Healers are all in groups 7 and 8, except for the mages. The mages are not healers. And Gribbledjor. All right. Okay, so Saint Moon is joining. Make sure that you guys, decursers and dispellers, put him at the top of your decurse or dispel priority, since he's a tank. Sorry, I'm still working on my list, and then I will begin. All right, let me just double check my skill list. Okay, are we all here about? Okay, so mechanics for this fight. Do not clear the trash yet. Wait like 2 minutes into my explanation. Okay, so we will kill the bodyguards first, and then we will kill Hetterine after that. So, how we position ourselves, ranged will be at the looking straight ahead. If you are here and present, look straight ahead. There is a right pillar and a left pillar. Right pillar is where ranged will stand. Left pillar is where melee will stand. At the left pillar will be our kill targets. So the bodyguards will be there first, and then once the bodyguards are dead, Lady Hetterine will be brought there. So, most important mechanic for this fight is a debuff called Bloating Toxins. When Lady Hetterine will put this on the target, 2 targets, that is the closest and the furthest away from her. Like 90% of the time she will do this, but not always. Carl? You okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, anyways, I'm going to continue to explain. Somebody please go help if you know what you're doing. If you don't need to hear tactics, please go. Okay, so she will put Bloating Toxins on the closest and the furthest away target from her 90% of the time. She doesn't always do this. Sometimes she chooses random targets for some reason, but 90% of the time she will do this. So in this case, I will have Bengi again. Can you be the furthest away person in our raid? So Bengi will bait the furthest Bloating Toxins if he's okay with it, and Ashtina, it will land on Ashtina most of the time. The other times for the closest target. So for the most part, you shouldn't have to worry about Bloating Toxins, but if you get it, I will call your name out in voice. What do? You run behind the pillar that you're standing at. So if you're ranged, you will run behind the right pillar, and if you're melee, you will run behind the left pillar. Directly behind where you just were. So why? Because at the end of Bloating Toxins, which lasts maybe like 10 seconds, maybe less, I think it's like 7 seconds, you will do an AoE 360 poison bolt volley, no range, to anybody that you can see. Anybody that you can see in your line of sight will get poisoned. The poison is called Flesh Explosion, and it must be cleansed immediately because it's a big ticking dot. So when I say cleanse poisons, shamans, that just means refresh your poison cleanse totem. It only costs like 70 mana, so please use it as soon as I call for poison cleanse. You can, of course, just have it down the whole fight and not swap it out if you're lazy, but please, when I say poison cleanse, just redrop your totem, because it will cleanse the poisons immediately off your group. Alright, we can probably start clearing the trash as I finish explanation. Okay, so that's why you want to hide behind the pillar. When you hide behind the pillar, you will be out of the line of sight of as like 90% of the raid, right? You want to hug the pillar so that even reduces your line of sight even more. Okay, so if you're confused, If I call your name out in voice, all you have to do is run behind the pillar that you were just standing at. That's all you have to do, and hug it. So other indicators, your body will be green, and or your model will be marked with skull or cross. That means you have bloating toxins and you need to lost the raid. All right. So that's bloating toxins. Okay, melee, this might be confusing for you. When a tank gets bloating toxins, you are not to follow them behind the pillar. They might have aggro on a bodyguard or headering when they run behind the pillar, and the mob will follow them. But do not follow the tank. Do not follow the tank behind the pillar. You are never to go behind the pillar unless you have bloating toxins. A bunch of people still need buffs. Okay, so don't melee, go behind the left pillar unless you are the target of bloating toxins. If a tank gets it, just wait at the pillar, wait for the mobs to be brought back to you. You shouldn't even have to move that much. The only instances in which you do have to move is a new thing called green gas. Headering will put green gas around the map. You just move out of it. If you don't move out of it in time, you will be put in an ice cube and you will die because the healers literally cannot heal you. The heal will not go through. You cannot target and heal them. So move out of green gas immediately. All right. Start buffing as we're waiting. Please start buffing. Full rebuffs. Okay. So we talked about loading toxins, we talked about green gas, we talked about decursing and despelling. Now we need to do tank assignments and healing assignments. Okay, so Hobie and Carl, and let me put you guys in the same groups so that might help. Hobie and Carl, you guys are going to heal Ashtina. And Hobie, prioritize decursing Ashtina, and of course abolishing poison on the three of you guys. Carl, help with cleansing poisons as well, and heal, you guys know what to do. Okay, then tank assignments. Okay, we will kill Moon first. We will kill Moon first. All DPSs, we're killing Moon first. Okay, so let me do tank assignments. Sure, fast food. Tank assignments, Moon will be... Bengi, you are baiting toxins.
Have the tanks been assigned already?
About to. I'm typing it out now. Okay, here are the tank assignments. I just posted them. Again, healing assignments, Hobie and Carl, you guys have already done this before. You know where to loss, so you guys will be assigned to heal Ashtina. I'll mark you, Carl. Ranged, we will stack on star. If you're confused about where to stand, you can stack on star. And Luther, you will be the melee guide for green gas, if that's okay.
Sure.
If you don't want to do it, let me know. Okay. Those are all the tactics. So again, the most important thing, if you hear me call your name and voice, run behind the pillar at which you were just standing at. All right, I'm going to check for full buffs, and we're going to do a ready check now. So, we need a buff group 7 and 8. Okay. Carl, you don't have fort. Oh, it reached you. Okay. I don't think shadow protection is necessary, so... Except maybe on Ashtina? I forget. I'll buff you with it anyways.
Greater nature protection potion can be really useful.
Yes, that helps with the initial poison damage. Alright. Buffs look good, besides... Yes, buffs look good. Okay, let me just wait on my mana, and then we will get into position to pull. Remember, whoever's pulling must not be Ashtina, because the bodyguard's Sunder. With that being said, Hanks, please make sure you're working out taunt rotation. Do not have more than 3 Sunders at once. GXP... GXP... No. You're fine. You can move with the range today. Yes, Moon first. DPS target Moon first. Okay. Get into positions. Range follow star. Melee follow triangle. Get ready. We're going to pull soon.
starting.
Any off tank, please pull. Nice, thank you. Range move into position, and melee move, please move into position as well. Start decursing and dispelling. Range move. Ranged move. Okay, if you die, you release and run back if it's still early. Control Friss. Control Friss. Ranged
Oof.
move. Star is safe if you're confused. I will reposition myself closer to the pillar. Okay, there's a bodyguard on Ashtina. Please taunt it off of her. Control Gribblejor. Control Gribblejor.
Move, move, move.
Melee move.
LOS, Ashtina. Move from there. Bring gas there.
Do not kill Gribblejor, please.
Yeah, it was killed.
Release and run back.
Green gas where the mob is.
Candle, control candle. Control candle.
Green gas. Move, move. LOS the tank.
Range move.
Green gas on the other side. Careful. Green gas where I am. Move to where I am.
Range move. Keep dispelling, keep decursing. These are our damage sources. Control egg morphine. Control egg morphine. Party. Do not kill egg morphine, just control him.
Do not run past pillar. Do
Range
not run
move.
past pillar. Everyone move back, back. Bailey, do not run past pillar.
Range move. Come to Star if you're confused. Cravon and Candle. Cravon and Candle, please loss. Control Cyber. Control Cyber. Do not kill him. Villam. Range move.
Do not follow
Range move.
tank. Do not follow
And Cravon.
tank. LOS.
Alright. Bodyguards down. Good. Keep dispelling and decursing. Carl and Cravon. Control Draconis.
Green gas and melee. Green gas and melee.
Carl and Fast Food. Range
Right.
move.
My whole screen is green.
Hum. Well, you were able to make it to the spot.
Green gas and melee. Move her back a bit. Move her a little to the left.
Just keep up the pace.
LOS the tank. LOS the tank.
Villam.
Green gas and melee. Do not follow tank. Do not follow tank. Some of you got hit. Stop following tank.
Feign death, you got Fred.
Green gas and melee.
Wake
Over,
up.
over.
Wake up, you need to move behind a pillar. Get ready to cleanse poisons. Poison cleanse now. Bengi and Maijin. Bengi and Maijin. Range move.
We're gonna get poisoned again, get ready.
Poison cleanse totems now.
We're fine. Not following people, we're fine.
Move. Yeah,
Control
gas and
GXP.
melee.
Bengi
Gas
and Cyber.
melee.
Bengi and Cyber.
LOS the
Bengi
tank.
and
gas
Haber.
melee.
Bengi
LOS
and
the
Haber.
tank. LOS the tank. Stop being around. Bring her back. Careful with gas.
Ranged move, control Hobie, Tough, and GXP. Oh no! Cleanse poisons! I don't even know how this is possible. That you can get bloating in an ice
Gas
cube.
melee.
Villam.
LOS the tank. LOS the tank.
Oh, let's go, guys. Yes, the first one should be good.
Bring gas and melee. Move her to the other side of the pillar.
Fine, this is fine. Princess Steven, Terminator Fred.
Zoltan and Kraybron. Okay, get ready to cleanse poisons. Cleanse poisons.
For God's sake, we can still do this, guys. Just like, pay more attention, please.
When I call your name, that means you move behind a pillar, away from the raid. Control Zanks, Bengi, and prayer beads.
You either have a skull or an X on your head. There's literally no way around this.
LOS. LOS.
Oh, let's go.
Bengi and Flamey. I don't know if it'll still go off. Okay, cleanse poisons again.
She's stuck in Wall Dead, that's funny.
Okay, good job. Res the dead. Oh, okay. I'll res you. Where are you? I see you. Okay. Yes, raid's over. Do we want to go Oni or no? It's been about an hour and a half. I don't think everyone's attuned. Did you give raid over yet, Carl?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Don't leave raid if you need loot. Remember that. Okay, so Venus and Skur aren't attuned, and Larizza's not attuned, and Prayer Beads is not attuned. That's at least 4 people. If you have not mentioned that you're not... Actually, so plus in chat, even if you already told me, if you're not attuned. Plus in chat if you're not attuned, please, so I can count you guys up. Okay, Luther. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Okay, that's at least 8 people that aren't attuned, so that's like a 32-person Oni. We could probably get 3 more people in, but...
You sound exhausted, Peach.
Blackwing Lair. It's tiring.
I think I'm going to skip Oni. I'm sorry, guys. I know we need it, but I just, like, I need another day to... I need, like, another weekend day. I don't have enough days.
Fair enough.
Thanks for the raid.
Next weekend is
I mean,
MC only world bosses anyway, right?